What is going on? Matt O'Leary back with another Mock Draft Monday. Today's theme is a pick swap with the Green Bay Packers. That has been something that's been going around, and I like this idea a lot, actually. Let's get into it, why this could be the thing that actually works for the New York Jets and the Green Bay Packers to get this trade done. So here's how we are going to do it. We are going to make it a 7-round mock draft. We need to select the New York Jets. 7 rounds, New York Jets. Okay, enter the draft. Perfect. Okay, now, let's bring them up. Green Bay Packers. So if you were to do 15 and 45 for Aaron Rodgers, we're going to have to force this trade, but you give up 13, 42, and 43. You are essentially, so you're giving up your second round pick. You are moving back 2 spots. And you are moving back another 2 spots in the second round. This value for Green Bay is essentially worth pick 31. So they're getting their first round pick, theoretically, right? Like they want the holdup, supposedly. The holdup supposedly is we want the first round pick. Well, all right then. Here's your opportunity for that. Let's do it. Let's go in and see who we could possibly end up with. Let's start the NFL draft and see where we go from there. Okay, so at 15, let's see. You had Broderick Jones go off the board. You had Peter Skoronski go off the board. Did Paris Johnson also go too? That'd be pretty upsetting if Paris Johnson. No, he didn't. He somehow still made it there to pick 15. Oh my goodness gracious. You have to got to pull the trigger on that. Is that likely? I don't know. Will one of the 3 tackles still be there at 15? Maybe. In this mock draft, it absolutely is. That has to be the pick. There is no debate what the move has to be. Paris Johnson at pick 15 would be a home run. Do I think he's actually going to be there? Probably not, but you never know. Okay, now your second pick is also an obvious one because they don't have a center. The New York Jets currently do not have a center. Now, John Michael Schmitz is probably going to be gone. He is, but you have these 2 guys, Luke Whippler and Joe Tippmann. Those are your 2 options at this point. Steve Avila just went. Where did John Michael Schmitz went at pick 41? So, to me, the second John Michael Schmitz is the best center on the market. I think Luke Whippler is the second best one. Ohio State, man, back-to-back Ohio State guys. Do it. I don't care. Garrett Wilson will be happy. Now, you have no 3rd round pick, but you got to go in the 4th round. And you have a couple of options. JL Skinner just came off the board. That's someone that I would like to target. But you have some interior defensive line options. You also have wide receiver if you wanted to go that route. Linebacker, safety. Let's take a peek at some of the positions of need. Again, safety, you have Ronnie Hickman's there right now. At linebacker, please hold. At linebacker, you could probably afford to wait on this. I think your best value on how the board fell is interior defensive line, which is a really big need anyway. So let's go and draft our interior defensive lineman. Okay. Ronnie Hickman's still there, so you could still get your safety if you wanted to do it that way. Or if you want to go linebacker, you could, although you lost a ton of value. I think I would go safety in this spot, especially because Ronnie Hickman's there. I sneaky kind of like him, especially in this round. I don't know if he'll be there in the 5th round. I think he's probably more of like a 4th round selection guy. But the Jets really like their linebacker room. They also don't spend a lot at safety. And by round 5, I mean, I think this is kind of your sweet spot to go for it. That's going to be my play. I'm going to go Ronnie Hickman. And then you have one more draft pick, 206 in the 6th round. Who is it going to end up being? Aiden O'Connell, Stetson Bennett. No, thank you. Clayton Tune. I like him a lot, but not in this mock draft. Really don't have a ton at the wide receiver position. Do you want to try to grab one? Although the value isn't necessarily great on any of these guys unless you wanted to go. Elijah Higgins is someone who I kind of like, but is that a reach there? Kind of is a reach at that point. Linebacker? Maybe you snag your linebacker in this spot. No wide receiver, but board didn't really fall that way. So, all right, let's grab Miller here. And we'll let this run its course. So you were able to move around. A lot of very Ohio State heavy, actually. So you get Aaron Rodgers. You give up both second rounders. You give up the first rounder. But in return, you get 15. So you move back 2 spots. At worst, you're moving back 3 spots, really 2 from your original pick. And you're sending pick 42 along the way. Green Bay essentially nets what would be effective to pick 31. You land Paris Johnson, who's my favorite tackle in the class. You land a center, who I think is my second favorite one in this class. Then you load up on the interior. You add a safety, and then you add a linebacker after that. Overall, they gave me an A- on this mock. What do you give me on this mock draft? Sound off below. Thank you for tuning in. Do you like this idea of the pick swap? Sound off. I'm Matt. I'll catch you next time.